The 90s were a time of evolution. I mean, internet was just starting up, video games became fun, cars were becoming like super powerful. Engineering, design, and precision was at the forefront of a lot of industries in the 90s. And in North America, we all remember, in the 90s, the JDM scene was pretty big. Everyone remembers the 90s for the JDM hype. Skylines, Supras, RX-7s. But it wasn't the whole story when it comes to 90s engineering. A different revolution was happening in Europe. The engineering, the design, and the precision of these cars defined the decade in a way that's often overlooked. Today I want to talk about the top 5 90s supercars that didn't get the spotlight they deserved. I'm making this list to show that you can get these cars today. If you do a little bit of research, if you can find them at good deals, and I feel like you can because I'm going to speak on some of these cars that I personally know people that have bought these cars and they've had nothing but good things to say about them. So first up, I want to talk about the BMW M3, the E36 M3. In my opinion, a benchmark for 90s performance. Balanced handling, that classic inline six that BMW is praised for, perfect rear wheel driving dynamics. Unlike the hyped up movie cars, the E36 M3 was about precision. Every curve, every shift, and every corner. It wasn't just fast. There's this 1999 M3 that I've been looking at for so many months. It's for $34,000 and it has 222,000 kilometers on it. It's this 1999 BMW M3. I mean, the car is amazing. It's a 26-year-old car and you telling me that you wouldn't buy it? Yeah, the price is a little steep. $34,000. I'll probably try to do a deal for 30, maybe 30 cash, maybe 20 something, you know, but $34,000 for a 26-year-old car is kind of steep. But you're getting a classic E36 M3. The condition's amazing. 222,000 kilometers. It's a manual. These cars were bulletproof. The engines were forged with the best materials. And that's why, honestly, you will see a lot of these cars coming on the scene, on the roads, because people are starting to actually appreciate old school 90s cars. So number 2, another one that I actually want to get so bad, Mercedes W124 500E. The Mercedes 500E, man. I mean, over-engineered and underrated. This car packed a 5.0 liter V8. Bro, the 5.0 V8 back then, it could easily and quietly demolish any 90s sedan in performance. The whole world was chasing flashy imports. They wanted these fiery looking JDM cars, but this 500E, just looking at it, it looks so simple yet elegant. It looked like a beast. It looked like a mobster car. It looked like a mafia car. The 500E handled corners. It was like a boat. It could take you on long drives. You can take it to the highway. And you know what? It did everything that I just mentioned with elegance and raw power. That V8 was naturally aspirated. That 5-liter V8, it was something else, man. And these cars were bulletproof too. If you would find it hard to believe that these 500Es, if you can pick one up today, it will last you a while. With the proper maintenance, a little bit more TLC, you can have these running smoothly today. But as I said, these cars were kind of overlooked at the time, but they've gotten recognition as the years have went by. Okay, next I got the Porsche 911. You know, I couldn't do a 90s car ranking without the Porsche. The 911, specifically the 993. The last of the air-cooled 911s. Iconic and a legend before it became a collector's car. You know all these YouTubers with 911s parked up in their 10-car garages? Yeah, those were 90s Porsches. Porsche was on a different level back in the 90s, man. This was when they were just perfecting the PDK. They had that naturally aspirated flat six, their handling, their build quality, they were aerodynamic. These cars were so meticulously built. You pair this car next to a imported Japanese car, the Porsche will destroy one of these cars. But it's not about destroying one of these cars. It's about appreciating the German excellence that Porsche had put into this car. One big thing about these 993s back in the 90s was that it demanded skill to drive, meaning you couldn't just be a willy-nilly person just getting behind the wheel on a Porsche 911. You had to have some skill when it came to driving mechanics, handling, braking. You have to be a driver to drive these cars, which made it that much more cool. One really good thing about German engineering back then was that they were serious about the build quality. I mean, if you had a 911 from the previous generation, Porsche claims that they only used 20% of the parts that they would use in their predecessors, meaning that they would only use 20% of the parts that they use in their old cars. They wouldn't just take an old car and throw everything and slap a new badge on it. They would literally take time to construct these cars, design these cars from the ground up, including the engines. And that's what made 90s German engineering at a pinnacle level, because they didn't just recycle cars. They actually took time to create a new vehicle. The 993 was arguably the best air-cooled 911 in my opinion. They took this car, made it look so amazing. Look at the back taillights, look at the front circular headlights. That Porsche feel was definitely put into this car, and that's why I had to put it on this list. Some people are gonna laugh when they hear this car, but I want to talk about the Volvo 850, the 2.3 liter 5-cylinder. This Volvo was a flying yellow brick. I mean, look at this yellow Volvo right here, man. It looks like a flying brick. But let me talk about this car. This car was simple. It was safe. I mean, this car wasn't just a regular Volvo. I feel like this car kind of changed the trajectory of Volvo because they made this car a sleeper.
Damn, bro, my ears.
Europeans loved them. Professionals loved driving these cars. These cars were actually made for the enthusiast that didn't want to be overly flashy and also wanted superior performance and handling. If you read a lot of reviews, this car is quick for its heavy and boxy look. Interior wise, it was very comfortable. This car actually will last a long time, and it did for a lot of people that had it. Granted, you had good maintenance on them. I know it'll be hard to find these cars, but in my opinion, these cars were really respected at the time. And that's why I wanted to put it on the list. So the Volvo 850. Car number 5, the Audi RS2 Avant. This car is obviously, knowing me, I like the Audis a lot, but this car was co-developed with Porsche. This rare gem packed 315 horsepower and an all-wheel drive grip, and it looked like a humble station wagon. While everyone chased the flashy imports, this car quietly dominated streets and tracks alike. Underrated, rare, and deadly. A true 90s beast that rewards those who appreciate precision engineering. I want to give an honorable mention to the Lexus LS 500. Sleek, quiet, luxurious, and built like a tank.
This car is a 1995 Lexus LS 400. We all know that they're rock solid in their reliability.
I can make a whole video on this car. I know it's not a German car, and I know it could probably kind of be classified as a JDM, but I don't think these cars were in those movies. But anyways, regardless, not flashy, not in the movies, it's a masterclass in refinement and reliability. A true 90s sleeper that still turns heads if you spot one today. And this car kind of reminds me of the Mercedes S-classes and the E-classes from back in the day. That's why I really have respect for these cars. And also, these cars had features that you wouldn't imagine a 90s car would have.
However, it's all leather, sunroof, huge space in the back. You got even a power direction steering wheel, but you don't have a CD, you have just a cassette. And listen to this V8. God, so good. But also you get power seat, power memory seat, power windows, power trunk, power gas cap, power mirrors, and heated seats.
So next time you think of 90s cars, don't just picture the movie heroes. These European and sleeper legends shaped the decade influenced car design and proved that precision, engineering, and understated style matters just as much as flash. If you slept on these cars before, it's time to pay respect. What's your favorite 90s car that didn't make the movies? Drop it in the comments. Let's see which sleeper legend gets the respect it deserves. And remember, the 90s weren't just JDM hype. The Europeans and sleeper kings were quietly running the show. Thank you guys for watching again. Until next time, peace.